Sometimes we push ourselves forward and it's not what we wanted it to be. We're not as successful the first time out, and we tend to fail a little bit, and that's sometimes pretty tough to take, right? For me, I would throw it on. I would dwell on my missteps. Seriously, that's an awful lot to carry back there. It gets really freaking heavy, because every time I would fail, I would feel worthless. I would feel like I'm not good at things. And how can we be when we're trying to learn, when we're trying to make progress, when we're trying to move forward? We can't always be great without the practice. And it takes that over and over and over again, because I was always like, I can't do it. I'm done. Forget it. Not doing this anymore. Every stinking time that I would screw something up. And I always refer backward to when I started setting big goals for myself. And I wasn't good at everything. In fact, I was bad at most everything. Even doing these videos is sometimes tough for me because it's new, but I'm learning and I'm limping forward. I'm taking small steps. I'm taking a chance. I'm being vulnerable. And that's what it takes for me to learn. And when I started setting those goals and moving forward and started gaining a bit of success, I started seeing my biggest failures, my biggest setbacks. And I would kind of regress back to the guy that I used to be, that negative Nelly filled with anxiety and depression, and think, oh, I suck, I'm not good at anything anymore. And really what it takes is moving forward and focusing on the positive. What did I learn when I screwed that up? What did I gain from those mistakes? How can I fail, learn, and move forward? And that's why I refer to it as failing forward. I remember specifically that after I started seeing success and reaching some of my goals, I started to get a big head, started to get a little conceited. Hello, I'm Josh's ego, and I'm this big. Which is completely ridiculous and absolutely the opposite of okay. And I began to mistreat people. And now my goals were loftier because I had some success. But I forgot a lot of things when I was kind of climbing over those hurdles and climbing up those mountains. I forgot about you guys. I forgot about people. I forgot about things that were most important. So not cool. And I started to mistreat individuals. And if anything's not okay, if anything's a failure, that's probably still to this day the biggest failure I've ever had in my life, because no one deserves to be mistreated. And I was the guy doing it. So in turn, I learned to fail forward because I didn't have anyone supporting me anymore. When I started to fail, I would slide all the way back down to those valleys, and I couldn't repeat the negativity over again. So I learned to find positivity in what I was doing, to support myself, and to ask people, what can I do for you? Because without having anybody to support me, to push me up that mountain when I was sliding back down, when there was no mentor at the top of that mountain, reaching down to pull me up when I had bad days or I'd run into issues, I had nothing. I had me. And it's scary when you fail. And if you don't have anybody there to catch you, to support you, to push you forward, it really makes things hard. And I had a lot of fear. So I wouldn't even take chances. I wouldn't even try. If that all seems overwhelming to you, you can start small. You can start with one smile every day. Or you can start by helping one other person each day. It doesn't have to be huge. But these days, I do. I put myself out there a lot more. And I know you can too. I still fail a lot. In fact, I fail more now than I ever have. But I get a lot of practice in. And the more I practice at failing, the more I screw things up, the more I learn. The more forward steps I take. You know, when they say, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, right? Well, that's fine. But in my case, I like to think those 2 steps back help me take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 steps forward. Because without those learnings, I can't get there. I can't move forward. Because in my eyes, failure is definitely a chance to learn lessons that help me be successful. And as much as I get frustrated, as much as I still absolutely hate failing, screwing up, feeling little, because it still happens. I know that it's worth my time, that those little tiny failures really help me move forward, really help me gain those goals, reach that big picture space that I want to be in. And that's what's absolutely most important to me. I really believe that little failures, big failures, any of those things can be corrected. If you treat people well, if you build a good team to stand by your side, to work with you over those hurdles, over those challenges, and help push you up that mountain. And you have the opportunity as well to not only learn from your mistakes, but also pass that on to other individuals, because they're learning just like you are. And if you can save them the harsh realities of those situations, and you can reach down and pull them up to walk with you, and you can apply those failures and those lessons together to your lives, it's totally worth it. Am I right? I know you can do it. It helped me a lot. And again, the only thing that's important here is you get up and you move forward after every single stinking failure you have. That's what I did. And it wasn't always the best thing in the world to continue moving, but you get through it. And you start reaching goals. You start gaining confidence. You start learning purpose. And that's what I want you guys to do. If you have a chance, check out joshuacoburn.com. Check out the Relief and Resource Center there. And if you have any other issues or any other concerns, you can definitely find some answers there. Take care. Talk soon. Later.